additional points to it, or we can't?
We can always, once we've done the tram measurements, there is a way to do it. I don't know how to do it, so I'll figure it out and we'll come back and show you. But what we could do is, okay, so let's just do the camera move now. So,
Yeah.
so let's create 4 points in the middle somewhere. And we want to make sure they're not symmetrical. Because if they're symmetrical, and there's a chance they'll get it wrong.
Does it have to be close together? Does it
No,
matter how far apart they are?
No, well, we want them kind of close because we're going to move the camera in, and we want to be able to get it not too far away for the one camera, not too close for the other.
Is that okay, or do you want them close?
Yeah, let's probably,
So these are the 4 points you're trying to set up. So
yeah, let's just do
So we can slide.
So
the
it could be
camera back.
just any 4 points random.
any 4 points. We're making these ones up.
Okay.
so there is limitations.
Yeah, not far from each, but once where were we when it started? We were about here where it wanted repeats, right?
Yeah.
It wanted like 3 or 4
Yeah.
points.
And then we got to about here,
And it said
and then we were out of area.
Yeah, we got these ones, but it
But
wouldn't.
all you gotta do is do 4 points somewhere, and then that's your center.
Yeah.
David, and that's your center again. It should carry on, right?
Okay. So we got this one, and one over here. 4 common,
Yep.
not symmetrical, so that's good.
I didn't get the clue. I didn't want to
Who wants to tackle this project? Perfect. Perfect.
Or I can do it, I don't care.
I think Murray should do it. He's teaching
Murray?
on Monday.
Oh, if you're teaching it on Monday, get in there.
Okay, so we're gonna go, we're gonna create the project, we're gonna hit the plus sign. And we're gonna key in what we're comparing, so we're gonna go find it. And just put a whole.
You can't just pull that information up. You got to enter it.
You have to enter it.
What was this again, 208?
208. You're gonna link the database, double click. Mitchum, okay. 2008. You just click on here and you can use the wheel to wheel it up and down and you can actually pick it. Odyssey Dan. Okay. That's what we want to carry. That's the wheelbase in case you wanted to check. You can say yes. Okay. You know, it wants us to measure, but we want to check what we're going to measure. So what it wants us to do is go up arrow, DB call, and then we just hover it. So green is the hood measurements, upper, blue is the bottom. So we just hover it over each of these points. It'll give us a description. So it's a hole, center point. You need 4, but we want to measure a bunch, right? But so if we got 4 that were in the database, we can measure other stuff that's not in the database. It just won't tell us how far back what it is. I don't have spec. So these points are then, we've flagged them already. Not all of them, but enough of them. We wanted a couple in the front, middle, and a couple in the back. Now what we're going to do, which is different from the last one, is we're going to measure all the front pieces. We've identified 4 spots here that are, we just made them up. We're going to catch all the front ones, those 4 points, and we're going to go up, save the data, go back down, move the camera forward, grab those 4 points again, and do the back ones. And then it's going to, because it knows the 4 are the same, it's going to marry the front and the back all in the same drawing.
So Jesse's done a bunch of these, but we're gonna do them all again,
We're doing them
just
all.
for the camera.
We're doing them all again, and the 4 common ones. Then we're gonna save them, move the camera forward, grab the 4 common and the back ones, and stick it all in one row. Perfect. So we know what we want. We're gonna exit. Go back down. So down to capture points, up to manipulate them. And we're gonna probably want to use a pointer A, just because we're gonna be holding it up. And
8.
Yeah, 8.
8.
Sorry. So that is this one and the longest one. So just push that in. And it won't really matter, but it's good. It's a good habit to line them up, because when you're using this one, like, let's say you go to measure something and you want to measure it on the side like that, either a 4, 3, 6, whatever. Yeah, so it's a good habit. Okay, so we've got the 8 ready to measure. Okay, so.
That works fine. That's the way I'd rather do it. It's way better.
Oh, we're not measuring those 4, we gotta measure it all again.
Measuring it all again. Start right from the beginning
Front
again.
ones again, and those 4.
And those 4. So square the front, then you pick those ones. Because you're gonna use this to square to those random ones.
The second camera.
Shouldn't have done that.
He just wanted to mess it up, didn't he?
One more time. Two more times.
Starting to go far away.
One more time.
I found if you held the button too, it would pick it up. If you just clicked it quick, sometimes it wouldn't be enough. So it must be sending like a little infrared light that this has got to pick up.
The other thing probably with the clicking is a moving action, right? If you click and hold,
Circle.
Yeah.
it's more steady too.
Yeah.
But that bottom will move a lot compared
Circle.
to that pointer is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Circle.
Especially with the longer pointer on it too.
Circle.
So you don't have to tell it that we're making like movement
One more
points.
time.
You don't have to tell it that these are going to be our 4 movement points.
No, it'll identify that. What it does is, it actually
Two more
does,
times.
it takes all the different points, and it calculates the triangular square
One more
footage,
time.
and it uses the square footage to match them up. It does it on all of them. It goes, hey, we got square footage as a match here. It uses that to identify which ones are the common points.
One more time. Two more times. One more time.
Circle. Circle. Circle.
Okay, so we'll, you know what, we'll, save those, move the camera ahead, and we'll catch these 4 and we'll bring them back. The next one. Put this down for a second. Okay, so we're just gonna go up arrow. Here we go, next series. Gonna go next again. And then we're gonna go step 1. and back down. Okay, now you notice how it's changed to Series 2? So everything we got on the first one was Series 1, now we're going to capture Series 2. Go for it.
Oh, okay.
So we can move the camera back.
We're gonna move that guy too.
There's more cord on the back. Just like from all that cord. That's what it is.
Okay. So we're going to grab number again and number 8.
That's an easy yes for him.
Eat it up, and we're good. Okay. So what we want to do now is, I think it's smart. So let's grab the 4 column points first. We want to leave this one
I
close to the middle, make sure it's as close to it from here.
grandkids coming over every weekend. The wife happened to be just going cuckoo. I'm gonna do what it takes. Let's just get the hell out of here. Get away.
Okay, this one here.
Everybody has that. Tuesdays are no contact. Wednesday I'm at home. Thursday, Friday I'm here. So like my.
So you just created 4 points, it didn't really much matter what they did, it's just with a camera.
But it's not great.
Yeah, but it's important that we're not symmetrical because it'll fit this way and that way, so it's an odd pattern. And so when it does the triangles, it'll only go these 4 points.
I saw it. I was
If
like,
it had
what
been these 2 parallel ones,
What's that lady even do?
it could show up opposite, right? So,
Yeah, but
okay, good, so one measure
count it.
this 4, that 4,
I can teach 4 hours, 4 extra weeks than you guys. That's the difference.
and you bring it down,
Not that I care, but.
middle of the hole.
Number ones are not gonna come on again. I don't see them.
Doesn't pay enough money. No way. You're crazy. With Scott over there. He's number 2 or number 1.
You're pointing over that way, right?
He's pointing at his tire.
Or that way?
Perfect. 2 on this side.
I think the camera and the tool works pretty well. The software to me isn't as smooth as it could be. There's lots of like nasty buttons that it's not really prompting you to have buttons to solve.
One more time. One more time.
Laser. My biggest issue with velocity is we don't have enough targets and pieces. They're always overlap and we always run out. You can just do the front or the back. It's amazing. They're all pieces.
One more time.
You can see that both companies are showing you how fast it's to do an end. Not other side, nothing like that. It's just quick, like bam, 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 print it on here. Yeah.
One more time.
So you can just do some random things that you want as well.
Sure.
You have to change settings.
No, anything you want. Like if you want to catch this, you can catch that. You want to catch.
Just the random things. If you got a control arm or something that's bent, you could do like center ball, doing center ball.
Okay, that's good. Let's put her away and see what we got. What are you doing? Up arrow.
I'm not putting my credit card in mine.
Here you go. Next. The next. I'm not sure what it is. No. I measure the points, yes? Okay, so it's identified those 4 common points. And those are all the points you measured. Okay, so we're gonna go next.
So it put these all together now.
They're all in the same drawing.
Aside from these common points.
It used these 4 to marry them all up. It actually, what it did was, it calculated the square footage of all these 3 points, and it found that these ones had the same common square footage, so it knew they were common points.
So I missed it. We clicked next series again and then overlapped them with the
You
previous
said
sheet.
next series, and then it said add points, and we said yes, and then boom, this is what came up. It identified these as the 4 common points,
Yep.
and these are all the points we've measured.
Okay.
So we're gonna go next. Symmetrical pair, we're gonna grab something in the front probably.
Just want me to
Yeah.
draw a line, or you need to hold it
And
down.
grab that one. No, just click the points. Click it again,
Your clicker not working,
There we
bro.
go.
and accept,
Clicker's not clicking just straight.
and next. Next again. And save project. Okay, now let's double click on your project. And we are gonna say, identify all of them. And we're gonna back these 4 points out because they're those are the common ones. You're gonna
Right.
click the
Oh,
car.
I see. So you kind of want them away from other reference points too, so it's easier to see which ones they are.
You're gonna do Control A, highlight them all. You're gonna hit accept. And hit calculate. Perfect. So there was a couple points that we weren't great with, but generally it's good. All these points are great. If you want to do tram measurements, again, you click the L,
It says I picked
and
one.
you, so you'll go ahead, grab
Oh,
the
okay.
L,
Well,
and
that's
give me the
millimeters
measurement
from
from
spec.
there to there, and from there to there.
The one that's highlighted in red is out of mil. It's at 4 instead of 3.
From there.
So you can pick your range that you're gonna allow.
There's the
Within 2
yeah, the
inches.
tolerance is right there in the top corner as well. You can still change it.
Okay.
Okay,
Now, if you wanted to save that as a pre or a post scan, you'd click on the
You don't
print.
Do you really want me to print it?
No.
Okay.
No, but it doesn't come up right away anyway, so
Right.
click on
What
it
are all
for a
these
second.
other buttons that are here for?
The export, I don't know how to use that yet. And I haven't been trained yet on edit mode. But as
Okay.
soon as I learn that, I'll come in and show you guys again. So if you hit OK,
Export, I would think, would be a way of
Sending it to
pictures
it.
that
Send it.
should
so
Save
if
it
you,
as a
if
PDF
you
or
hit
something.
print mode, then you choose whether you want to print here or save it as a PDF. And it'll send that, all the data.
Well, I'm seeing because the students are gonna push it, and then you're gonna end up
I'm
some
gonna
weird
ask you a
screen
weird
of
question.
what's going on. Like,
So I can read this. Why are you giving me this?
This is actually the vertical, this is the Z dimension,
it's our
right?
it's our
That's your
data.
Data. Okay,
Yeah,
got
so,
you. Okay, that's
so,
your data.
so it's really cool here is, and we talked about it earlier, was if I actually hovered over a point, it actually lights up,
Oh, that's good.
it actually lights up, and vice versa, if I do this, it identifies which point I'm doing, right?
Front. This is right and left.
So if it was like a vertical issue, you would see that these points are, you'd click on this, you'd look at this point, and you'd look at that point, and it would be high. You know, that just, the other thing too is if you hovered over the point, it actually gives you the X, Y, and Z dimensions on all of these points.
Can
Now,
we
to-
print that, like, just like that too? You just like, boop, print?
while you're holding
No,
it,
No, sorry, like just this page right now, we can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
print it?
Yep.
So that would be our
You
before, save it, and then we do like an after repair?
exactly. That would be like your pre-scan, and you would go, okay, and you
Save that
say
as one file?
print, and you could save it as, it takes a little while, but
We could save it as
You could
Honda
either print-
1 and then Honda 2?
yeah, so it would, it was, whatever we keyed in would be on the drawing. You could save it as a PDF and email it, or you could print it out. And it'll say pre-scan, the vehicle, whatever we entered in it, and they give you this drawing with all the Mitchell data points. How
I
far?
wonder if you hit edit mode, if you would be able to, you know, put, highlight within that picture to put a little message, you know, left rail is down here, blah, 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 if you're sending to an insurance company.
Yeah,
Do you mind if I look at it?
sure.
Yeah.
So here,
You probably won't be able to do
you
it.
need, yeah,
Can't do it now.
need to, yeah, project's good, okay, try it.
What were you saying?
He was talking about
Yeah.
edit.
I was wondering if I click on one, but maybe, let's see what this says. It's not ready. Oh, we could do toe and camber here.
330 to 630.
I guess that makes sense. Add points, delete points.
Yeah,
Create a linked
So if you did
page.
it all,
I haven't been actually shown how, I've been here a year.
Oh, and then we can just create points. It's still series 2.
Yeah, so now you're just making more
go
points
to
for
the
it.
arrow up.
You can try, but, yeah, if you arrow up, it'll take you back to where you were. Hit,
Points, measuring. Next, right?
yeah,
And then.
calculate.
Because of that, they don't come to me.
You hit the calculator, it'll show you the drawing.
Tell him here's a box. This is a box, he knows.
You broke it.
So it is a different group thing.
You have to go to the car first.
Do I control alt?
It's already there, it's already
Already there?
highlighted, so.
Now calculate.
And then I told her. Or,
Yeah, it would be
there
nice
you go.
if the
Just needed a little kickstart.
matter, like it highlighted the buttons that should be next, because it is a little bit of like.
Maybe this function isn't like.
yeah.
added.
But as far as the cameras
What
and
are-
the
And they just hit calculate and it'll come back.
Was that just a little glitch? DB call, what is that for?
That's the database call, that's, if you click on that, it'll come up with a drawing that you can hover over the points, remember?
Oh, yeah. And then look at more points and then yada yada. And, oh,
Get you trickster.
just if you guys,
All the fancy stuff.
so,
So they're probably here doing something
this is a
else.
length measurement. I can just do one of these now.
What else they do?
No, not on this, maybe just on this one?
Yeah, so if you,
same way
you-
Like that, right?
yep,
so they should know what.
But I can't do it on this.
that's only, this is only gives you the height measurement.
Correct.
This actually gives you all 3 points. And again, when you hover it over a point, it gives you the X, Y, and Z coordinates over here.
Yeah.
And you're not doing that Asian test you said yet.
And if you want to get rid of
Oh
them-
yeah, right click, or,
Yeah, there you go.
how do I get to, that part where you see the doors and?
So you can calculate. Just hit the calculator. Oh, sorry, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you would go under,
That's alright, we'll just cover it anyway.
go under openings.
Maybe because they're like 2 hours of working on their projects and then.
And that's the hood.
And then I would go into
VNC
home and print, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it will print black.
Yeah,
got it.
it's just cleaner.
And can I take
Problem is if you, there's a way to zoom in, but if you zoom in, you have to do it with black.
Oh, I could do it, I could save it as a PDF and email it to myself as well?
Yep.
Awesome.
See a hog teaching of that class. That's why I'm here, so I know what.
Okay, that's cool. And then I can edit it in the PDF.
And if you want out, you just
Exit.
exit.
Inside
Same thing with the
my right
frames.
drawer, middle drawer, all supplies. are
Neat.
here. If you need something, you will see it here. You will staple,
Markup and
rod.
measure? What is that?
And if you're running the beveling tools, there's a whole
So,
bunch
yeah.
of beveling bit here. But we
Oh,
don't leave it
so
in
it
here,
gets
we can
closed
put it
out,
in
I
here
can't
and
do
put it
that.
back here.
Just little
But
stuff.
don't leave it in here. All the ones that we had in the red pouch are all gone.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
you can
think it
add
might be on
stuff.
tools,
Let me
but-
undo that.
Still, those ones are nice. Somebody see them like,
What is control and do again? I could draw a little circle, highlight stuff, so we can like adjust this, save it, and then like for the kids, right?
Yeah. All the drawings. So, yeah, so I've used Snapshot if you wanted to blow things up. The only problem is when you print it, I've only been able to do it in black and it just uses,
So
it uses
this,
up so much ink that it's
let me
just,
see. So if I did this,
yeah.
and I went, how do I accept it? Okay, and then I go print, it's black.
Yeah.
What if I save it as a PDF, is it still black? Let's just do it on the desktop and then I can just delete it.
That'll be enough to
Sure.
see how it works. We'll enjoy it.
Now let's get out of here. How do we get out of here?
You just exit
Back where to go now.
and you can do there, alright.
Can't really work.
And then you can always close the project. We can always reopen it.
That's why I said move from there, doesn't make sense.
Close.
But they
Okay.
can use it on Chief on the recorder. Just thinking if you're running a class, right?
We don't, it doesn't matter, right? Or yes.
But this one,
Save
Just
it?
say-
the bumper off, right? The whole front end is good, bottom is off.
Now if
And
you-
then we can delete some of these afterward?
Right, so if we want to get rid of some, just, let's say, that
It's not a
one.
total write-off, it's within the zone of this.
That one's highlighted. Click on the red line there.
Analysis then here.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the industry is just front end,
So you take this
they're
one.
just rear end. You're only measuring that section quick.
Here, let's shut it down and reopen for a second.
And that's structural damage, we need to tear it down and
Just
put
many
it up on
buttons.
rack.
Just give it a minute. Yeah, I'm too, that's the
I know,
thing, these
you
things
know,
are pretty
exploratory.
It's, they're too,
Alt delete.
yeah, we'll just give it a second. It's just thinking. Do you want me to just quickly?
Did you click too much? Did it freeze up?
Oh, like this, now this.
I know, exactly. Here's
Here,
the,
let me just-
whiz kid.
Let me just get out of here. Task manager. This thing is just so annoying.
Everybody know, I broke the last one, you broke this one.
We're just curious. This is how you learn.
You.
Hey! You're too old to be curious.
Okay, so let, so
You
there's
started.
your
You
PDF.
started off.
That's,
Easy on that hole.
So black.
I know you're like 78. Okay, I respect you, but and
that old.
how do I get in? Oh, it's
You
over
double
here.
click. You wanna just, Let's go with
One
timeless
gentleman
mode.
in here still older
What
than
is
me.
it?
that means you're not bothering hooking up the camera. Okay, and then you, let's say, you wanna get rid of that one. Hit the delete file, delete, boom, gone.
Awesome. So now that we've rejected that camera, how do I do it now? How do I
Okay, you have
find my
to,
camera?
you have to shut it down.
Oh, I have to start it again? You can't just do it from this page?
No, it's a login.
Small world. Small world. How you,
I wonder
how you
if it's
end up
this.
and you can come back together is so
There you go.
different.
It's a little bit better. And then I can,
Double click, bring it back up.
Activate
and
cameras?
Activate camera. Give it a second.
The weird thing,
Wait for the
guys
camera-
with your
wait for the
exact
camera to
similar
pop up.
we will get along with.
oh, I have to see this camera.
There you go.
I
Now-
understand.
Now we know we've got a connection, we're saying yes,
Gotcha.
and you are ready to roll.
Okay, cool.
So again, if you wanna just do some tram measurements, you can click on there,
Okay.
and it'll come up and
Did your
it'll let
combined
you
window okay?
do 4 points. Then you just hit reset, you can do 4 more. If you wanna just check, see
Points are basically the same.
what points you're gonna measure on any car without creating a project, you click on the blue, so go ahead, click on the blue, hit OK, and then you can identify any car.
Check that is galvanized. And let them cut, man. You don't go cut shit. Our Jim is the guy that cut metal. You cut for your class too. Jim, I think, cut for his class. I was
You
never
do-
cut
your
for that. I come
detail.
cut it. No, you don't.
And
You're not
there's
big.
that, there's the openings and the frames. on
For this,
that.
I have to do, right? No.
No, so you just, what do you want looking to do?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, so this is it for this vehicle.
Yep.
This is just in view.
You just hover it over, you can see what points.
Mm-hmm.
You can also, if you wanna see the frame
Right.
openings
Okay.
for that car, like let's say somebody's working on a car over there, you go, hey, can you give me the opening specs on, Honda Ridgeline, 2005, you could just call it up, print that out and give it to them, right? So you go ahead.
So, so this is just bringing it up with no project.
This
So
is just
there's
data.
nothing to do and
You're
it's
just looking
just
at it.
information. Okay, right, I remember. But,
So let's say somebody wanted, hey, can you get me the opening information on that Honda SR, Civic? And you don't want to bring the camera and all that stuff up, so you just plug it in, turn it on,
detail, or I can
open
double
it up, and then just hit the blue car, and boom, you could print off that information, or you could say, I'm going to measure later. Let me just identify. I'm going to pre-tape the spot so that when I go to do it, I've got to identify.
what is link project with database?
That's if you're creating something special and you want to add it to the database.
And it's just for this computer. So if I wanted to create points and add it to the
Yeah.
database?
So if let's say there was a car and you want
My Porsche race car.
Right.
And I wanna
to take
measure it
the
up.
usual ones and there's some other points that you want to add to that. That's how you do it.
I guess if you rip the front section off of a Porsche and slap it on a Honda Civic,
There you go.
you can make it
So
right.
here's the special measure.
Okay, but to create a project, right?
Right. So
Oh
plus-
no, it's plus.
plus
sign.
sign to create.
What did I just do? Create project copy. And then I do this. Okay. Cool. So let me just go ahead and do it.
Okay. Want to link it to a database?
You
Pick
can
out any vehicle
import
you want.
the whole thing the way it is,
Hit
or
okay.
you can bring in
Something
only
you wanna
sections. So
compare.
you can choose to bring in content alone,
Okay.
you can choose to bring in
One.
assignment alone,
I'm
you
gonna go
can
up.
choose to bring in,
What are these again?
These
These
are the pointers.
quizzes
If you want to change
the different points. That's right.
Which one's the K50?
What was that?
The K50, what's that?
all you gotta do is change the dates.
K equals 50?
I'm not sure.
2,
Okay.
Is that the one with the little hook on it?
4,
No, those are all
Hussein
different.
is.
7, 8.
Seconds, let's go.
Anyways, okay.
If you go up,
Yep.
go to database.
Right here.
Yeah. Calls up the vehicle and it.
And this is where I go like, no, I don't.
You
What
just
the heck?
hover it over these points and it shows you
Okay.
photos.
Okay. So then I can
So you'd
mark them
identify.
all, identify them, and then
With the chalk mark, some guys use chalk marker. I've seen guys even use spray and chalks. I like tape, but
Window writer.
so then it's down arrow.
down arrow, and I start my measurements.
Yeah, you measure your points, and up arrow.
Have the measurements, and then I start moving in ahead of it.
Then you go, it's like next,
Yeah.
next, symmetrical pair, next.
Let me just do some real. Sorry,
You
go ahead.
just click on the K50. I'm just curious what that is.
I did. I didn't. Nothing happened.
Didn't do anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's there for conversation.
It's a conversation piece.
Hey Siri, what's K50?
Yeah. She'll give you an answer. You wait. All right, that's good. I got it. Anyone else want to play? Oh.
Nope.
Hit all the buttons.
I don't. She almost breaks it. Good work.
I can break just about it.
Notice how I didn't touch it? Notice how I got this one.
So, yeah, and so again, you want to get rid of it, you highlight it, hit the red line, delete. You can also go under here and say delete
Delete
project.
project, okay.
But make sure it's